All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to play some Legacy, the Testament of Duke de Crecy. So anyways, we got the game set up here, and it is a battle between Household Tim and Household Carmen. And speaking of that, this is my beautiful bride right across the table. And as usual, I am not allowed to show her face because she did not put makeup on, and that is the rules during a live play. So how do we play Legacy? Well, you know what? We're just going to have to dive right on in and just explain our actions as we are playing. So, all right. First off, we do have a head of the household. This is me, all right? This is my starting information, or, resources, I guess you could say. That's how many friends I start with. That's how much income, my starting money, and then I also have a special little pawn that I start off with too. So I am the blue player, and if you notice, I got this little light pawn. Now this could only be used for one thing, and that would be a consult a fertility doctor, which that'll make sense as we are playing the game. All right. So we have 4 little actions on our player board. This one here is to marry. This one here is to have babies. This one here is to borrow money. This one here is to get friends. That is the simplest thing. This is to get a title. This is to contribute to the society. This here is to go on a mission, to gain a venture, to buy a mansion, and I already mentioned the fertility doctor. That's all the spaces we can place. Now, we can place multiple times on our own player board, but once a space is taken on the main board, that space can no longer be taken by any other player. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to look at my friends. I need a wife. I need a woman in my life. Now, I don't necessarily have to have her right at this very moment, but it's probably a good thing because you're trying to create a legacy, and it's kind of hard to make a legacy without kiddos, isn't it? So what I do is I look through my cards. Obviously, I cannot marry men, so we're going to take both of these out of here and have babies. You got to remember, this is back in old-time France. So I am going to take a look at this gal right here, all right? So I am going to perform a marriage action. So I'm going to take my little token and place it right there. And it says to marry or arrange a marriage. So now I'm going to take her and place her down right here. So first, we're going to look up here. She came with the dowry. Rock on. I just made me a buck off of marrying that chick. Woo! That's probably the only reason I really married her, with all that big monies, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look. She's got some little abilities here. First off, she allows me to gain a friend, all right? So what I do is I look at all the eligible friends that I have face up here, and I get to select one and put them into my hand. Now, obviously, I'm going to be looking at a lot of things here. You know, what kind of other abilities they have listed, and also what they could possibly do to increase my legacy. I think I am going to take this dude right here and add him to my man pile. Now, the other thing I get to do is I get to increase my prestige. So I go over here, and I'm going to move this up by 1. Now, those are basically victory points, and that'll make sense on how those are scored when we get into that. Now it says discard all of the friends from beside the board and draw a new set and take one. So all these are going to go away now. So all these go away. We're going to put 5 new ones out. And now I get to take an additional friend. So a lot of times what you're going to find is that when you marry a woman, you are going to gain friends and possibly a little money. But and sometimes you gain the prestige. But when you marry men, you're always going to they're going to come with money. They're going to cost you money to marry, but they're going to increase your permanent stash of cash. Your income. Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at that old boy, and I think we're going to have to take this dude right here. So, all right. Now it goes over to Carmen, and she's going to take an action.
Yes. I am going to initiate a venture, which I can use this. I could use one of my own pawns for it, but I'm going to use the orange one because I happen to have it. And
the orange one can only be used there, okay? That's what this is for. We each have a special one. She could only use the orange one for that anyway. So now, what do you have to do?
I have to spend 2 friends. So 2 friends get discarded. And I also have to spend a point up here. Wow.
Yes, you do.
Expensive. Okay.
But what does it do?
When I get this, it's going to increase my income or fortune. I'm not sure what you call it, actually, because it has a little money bag there. I'm going to put that under my head of household, and I'm going to increase my income by 1.
Very good. All right, so I've got a... Oh, shoot, I forgot the one big thing.
Oh, yeah,
I cannot believe I forgot that. Whenever you marry, you instantly have a baby, because that's what happens when you're married. A baby pops out. So what I do is I draw a kid off of the top of the stack, and I immediately... Oh, my God, and it was a complication at birth. So, all right. Wow, right off the bat, I cannot believe that. So keep this in mind. As soon as you marry, you draw a baby card. And unfortunately, I got a complication at birth. Now, here's what happens. One of two things. I'm either losing the mother or I'm losing the baby. If I decide to lose the mother, she just goes away, and then I draw a new card until I get another, a child, either a boy or a girl, and I lay it down underneath. Now, I would be allowed to remarry if that's the case, if I wanted to.
Tough decision.
Let's look at my other two women here and see if possibly I just want to just remarry. She is not attractive. I don't want to marry that. There's no way. And she looks so homely. She was the prettiest one of them all. I can't get rid of my beautiful bride. I'm going to just say and the only reason I'm going to say I'm going to lose the child, and this is the only reason I'm going to say that, is because I already have the fertility doctor token. So, and I'll explain why that's a big deal. Now, this is going to go right here, because in this generation, which is generation 1, I will never be able to have another complication at birth. Okay, that's the only time this is going to occur. So Carmen did take her turn. Because we kind of Scooby-Doo rewind back to me having a baby. So I am going to consult the fertility doctor. So for me to see the fertility doctor, it's going to cost me 1 friend and 2 money. All right, so let's go ahead and spend the money here. It's all about the money, money, money. Now I got to lose 2 friends.
It's just 1 friend.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1 friend.
Yeah.
And I know exactly who I want to lose. Let's find that dude.
So this is very thematic. Your friend is looking down upon your use of a fertility doctor, so they're just going to ditch you.
They're going to ditch me.
Yeah.
Ding dong, ditch me.
And my friends look down on me because, I'm supposed to have old money. I'm not supposed to make money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now what I do when I visit the fertility doctor is I get to draw 2 cards. We do this one at a time. So boom. All right. I got myself a little girl. All right. You man, baby, little girl. Now, if you notice, there's like a more adult side, and then there's a little girl side. Well, we're going to leave it on the little girl side for right now. She hasn't grown up. She's just now born. And then I draw another one. Oh, looky there. I'm going to have a true beauty. So whenever she grows up, she's going to be easy to marry off. So that's going to be kind of cool. All right. So there we go. I've got my 2 children. So I get to draw 2 cards is what I'm getting at for the fertility doctor. So, all right, Carmen, back at you.
Let's see. I need to get married. So I'm going to marry this eligible bachelor here. Jean-Paul the physicist.
Hey, he's a little too handsome.
I
don't like that guy.
2 money.
He's French too.
He is. Okay, yeah. And then I get 1 up on, what do you call this?
That again? Is your prestige, I believe.
My prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. No. Yeah, 1 up on my prestige, duh.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I do not get this because I do not have any other scientists in the family.
Okay, and then you spent the 2 money, right?
I did. So
all right.
Now we're going to have a baby.
Now time to have a babies.
And it's a boy. Oh, a bouncing baby boy.
It's a bouncing baby. I had 2 girls and you had a boy. I see what's going on here. I'm going to have to... Good thing I drafted all them men earlier. All right, so now I've got 1 more token left, and I do have some money. I've got 4 money, so... All right, so if I wanted to go here, I can get a title for my character, all right? And this is how much it costs. So, like this one, if I wanted to become a count, it would cost me 4 money, 2 friends. I become a count, and I would take this card, tuck it behind my my main character up there at the top of the board at this moment, because he's the only one I got. But I would increase my prestige by 2 and increase my money. That's not a bad deal, I'll be honest with you.
Because throw your friends under the bus.
Yeah, screw friends. They're overrated. So that does cost me 4 money, so we're going to spend all that. So if all that money go away, now we're going to toss this up underneath here. Now I do need to get rid of my 2 friends as well because they're all like, "Oh, you're a count, ooh la la." So let's see.
I think you probably screwed over your friends on your way to the top is what happened.
Whatever. Let me see. Kind of liked that one. So you got to pay attention to their nationality, and you need to pay attention to what their occupation is. Like, this guy's an artist, and I'm not sure what country that is right there. I'm not exactly familiar with that one. Gosh, this is really hard. I don't want to get rid of... I'm going to have to get rid of the girl, I think. Given the fact I've got 2 baby girls down there already, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the 2 women that I had in my hands. So I'm not going to have to worry about marrying them off. So, all right, so that increased my money up by 1, and... my prestige up by 1 as well. So
by 2. Your prestige by 2.
Yes, I did my prestige by 2. Thanks. Okay, what you up to?
I'm gonna have another baby.
All right.
This right here.
So now what she does is she just takes the top card and she places it underneath.
Another boy.
Now,
wow.
just in case, let's say that she wanted to have a girl instead. What she could have done is she could have taken that baby boy and placed him aside for right now and kept drawing until she came across the baby girl. But every time you do that, you would lose a victory point. So, that's really risky. All right, so that would be the end of this round. There will be a total of 9 rounds. So the first player marker will go over to Carmen. We're going to move this little marker here up to show that we're going into round 2. Oh, what did we pass right there? Carmen, what happens?
We collect our income.
That's right. So if we look on our little player board, I collect 3 monies. So I'm going to get my monies. Money, 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 money. Mr. Krabs. Okay, and then I place them there. Now this would still stay here, so I cannot have another, basically miscarriage. Now one thing we didn't talk about was this, all right? So throughout the game, I am going to try to accomplish what's here at the top, all right? What this is saying is that I want to have that number of that. And I'm kind of pointing at what it is right there. I don't want Carmen to see what this is supposed to be. If I do, I'm going to get that many victory points at the end of the game. Now, notice we have 2 others here in red. I'll kind of explain in Generation 3 on how we could activate those, but we're not going to worry about them at the second. All right, so Carmen, what is the first thing you are planning on doing now?
Oh, well, first we're going to remove all of our markers from the previous round.
So these actually go away. We don't get these back, so they're going to go out of the way. So we're going to put that there, and then we get these back, and then we're going to be able to use them again.
Okay. So. Now, first thing I'm going to do is contribute to the community.
Okay. So what she does is just like when I went for the title, she's going to pay whatever's listed here, and then she's going to get the benefit that's listed there.
I think I'm going to do the feast, which is going to cost me 3 money.
All right. So the fancy feast, and then she's going to get 4 victory points and be able to draw a friend off the top of the pile. So that was 4 victory points. That will put you at 3.
And a friend.
She just draws off the top. So one thing I need to note is that I cannot visit the fertility doctor again. The reason is because you can only have 3 children for each couple. All right. Now there are some situations where you could end up having more than that, but at the moment that is the only amount that you can have. Man, I really wish I had some extra money, and I could try to. This dude, I could do it. I don't know. That's kind of tough. I mean, I do have 3 money. What I could try to do is arrange marriages with my children, my girls here. In fact, yes, I forgot. She can marry for 2 less. That is a good thing. This guy's not too shabby either. But neither is this guy. But I want to get the other guy out, I think, before I get him because of the nationality ability. So if I wanted to, I could try to marry her off to him because I like the fact he's going to give me so much stinking money. So let's do that. We're going to arrange a marriage. So we're going to arrange a marriage with one of my daughters. And we're going to put this guy... And let's just do it. Let's just put him right there. And so what we do is I will not pay for that yet, okay? And I'll explain why. But right now, they're both still children, basically. That's why we're going to leave him upside down. But at the moment, he is part of my family, and he will count as a child, which I'll explain what that means here in a bit as well. All right, so back at Carmen.
I'm going to make another baby.
It's all about them babies. That's right.
Another boy.
Oh, look at all them boys.
Goodness.
Man. You know what they say?
I have enough wives for these guys. 2
boys is half a boy, 3 boy is no boy at all.
I'm in trouble.
And you know what? I'm going to follow you. I'm actually going to do a baby as well because it's kind of important to have them children. So, oh my God, I'm all about the girls and you're all about the boys. Look at this. This is crazy.
We should hook them up.
We should totally hook them up. All right, so that would end this round. So we're going to move our little marker over to here. All right, so first off, what we do is we collect our income. Well, first off, you're going to give me that because I'm first player now. This is going to go away. So I can now have complications in Generation 2. So first off, we collect our money, all right? So I am going to collect 3 money again. So I'm going to grab that. Okay. Also now we score victory points based upon where we are listed on here. So I am going to score 3 victory points. So 1, 2, 3.
I got
All right.
1.
Now we're going to score victory points depending on how many children we have. Now, arranged marriages do count as children. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4 because they are a part of your family. So I have 4 victory points and I think you have 3, right?
Yes.
So we're both going to be at 1, 2, 3, both be at 7, right? Is that right? Or was I? Oh, yeah, I was at 4. I'm sorry.
You were at 4. So
yeah, so we're both at 7. Okay, sorry about that. I have moments. All right, so now what we do, something else, is that we've got this little token here, which means that we each are going to be able to take a random new one of these. All right, so I'm going to put these in my fist. I'm going to shake it up. Carmen, close your eyes. You're not allowed to look. And just try to reach in my fist and pull one out. Okay, and then I'm just going to drop one out for me, which I got a red one. Okay, so this will be like an extra little token we can take, our little action we can take.
We got to switch out the cards.
Exactly. Also, one other thing is that the marriages are going to take place now. So while Carmen switches out cards, which I'm going to switch this out real quick, we're going to put the next generation of titles and contributions out. Okay, so the marriage now is going to take place. All right, so all our babies are grown up, so we're going to flip all our babies over. They're adults now, so they're all able to fulfill with their marriages. Okay, so my baby girl right here is getting married, but she is so freaking beautiful. She is the most beautiful daughter I've ever had. So marrying her it costs 2 less. So typically it would have cost me 5, but in this case it's only going to cost me 3 to marry her. So we're going to put that money over there. Now, we're going to look at his little benefits. First off, check it out. I'm going to raise my money by 2. Okay, so permanent money just went up. That's pretty good. You're going to need that money. It's very important. Now it says something else here. It says that you may pay 1 money to look at your opponent's hand and keep one of his friends.
No!
There goes that money. No. So I want to look at your friends real quick, and then I get to determine which one I want to keep. Now, I've got so many girls. Oh, God, that's the ugliest man I've ever seen. What is that? A promising cadet. Oh, God, he is so ugly. Cadet. But you got all women, which is good for you. You need those women. I'll take your male, so because I kind of need a male anyway. So and then you can have your women back. Yay. So, all right. So now I am back to being first player. So, all right. So I have to decide what I am going to do. So, oops, should have had a baby. Should have had a baby. Every time you marry, you got to have the baby. Dang, nabbit, another complication at birth. I'm going to keep it. Because I want to try to have more babies, and if I got it now, then I can't have to suffer another one for the rest of this generation. But man, that's frustrating. It's two I've had already in this game. All right, so I think that I am going to probably. I want to have children. I mean, it's kind of important, so I'm going to hit the fertility doctor right off the bat. So that will cost me 2 money. And it's going to cost me 1 friend, so I'm going to keep them 2. I'm going to get rid of that ugly dude that Carmen gave me. So let's put him up there. Now I get to draw 2 cards, and we are going to make babies for them because they lost their first one. It's not fair. Oh, boy, we got a baby. Where, mommy, where? And then we got another one, and another. Oh, he is brave. Well, first off, he's not right yet. But when he gets old, when he turns into a man, he's going to be brave, and I'm going to get a victory point for having such a brave boy. All right, so that would be my first action. Carmen, what are you doing?
I'm going to marry.
Okay.
And I have chosen Bernadette.
Bernadette! That's the only part of I want you! I need you!
Something about searching for. Okay. So, I gain a money for marrying Bernadette.
Bernadette!
I gain a friend, which is one of these face-up friends. So, let's see, what kind of face-up friend do I want? Gain the yellow token.
Oh, wow. Bernadette rocks. I like Bernadette. I want to show you exactly why.
I think I will take her.
Okay.
Okay.
She looks voluptuous.
And then she gets 2 kids instead of 1.
Exactly. So draw 2. Hopefully no complications. You got something special on her, too.
I got Gossip Queen. The Gossip Queen draws 2 friends when she grows up.
Oh, she be talking. Okay, so let's see. I really need to marry, but unfortunately I don't have any money. I'll have to wait till next round to marry, but I could have another kid. which is probably not a bad idea. Maybe finish them off, maybe have a third child. Everything else is going to cost me a little more than I care to try to spend. So we're going to just have another baby with this couple right here. So, all right, let's draw a card. And, wow! 3 boys! Got busy! Okay, so Carmen, back at you.
I'm probably just going to need to arrange another marriage. So
okay.
Kind of boring. But
I think it's cool.
Decide between these two.
Why you got them spaced out all funny?
Because it's a family tree. They gotta be...
Yeah, but there's gotta be one in the middle anyways. Whatever. Maybe your family tree has no branches.
Okay, yeah.
Your mom was from Kentucky. Oh! What are you gonna marry? Come on.
I'm gonna go with this voluptuous one.
Oh, yeah.
So, I pay 2.
That's... Elena?
Yeah,
She's
Elena.
Prussian?
She gets...
Wow.
+1 for each other artist in your family, which I don't have any, so...
No.
Okay, and she gets 3 face-up friends,
So take them
all these.
Yep, and we're going to put out a new batch now. We got new friends coming. I made new friends. Okay. And babies.
Oh, yes, a baby. And it's another special one. Surprise twins immediately draw another child.
Yay!
Yeah. This is sweet. And it's a boy.
Oh my God! Good thing
she's voluptuous, so she has twins.
Yes, them wide hips. Okay, so I am not going to use this. I could use this, but I don't want to yet. I'm going to wait till a later round.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't use mine either.
So it's your turn then.
I could probably use mine now that I have more friends. Now that I think about it, let's see.
Yeah, you got plenty of friends. So basically, her green one can only be used to buy a mansion. The only thing, the only thing good for a mansion is that it's going to increase your prestige, and it's going to, which is a great thing because it increases it by 2. So should be getting a lot of victory points for it as the game continues. You want to buy mansions as early as you can if possible.
Okay, I can get rid of these 2, I think.
So you're going to do it? Well, you only got to get rid of 1 person for a mansion. 1 person, 3 money, and 1 person.
All right. Well, let's see who I want to get rid of then. I'll get rid of this one.
So you're going to place that there on that. So it cost you 3 money, 1 person. And then she can attach this mansion to any couple, so she can just like slide it right. Now the trick is though, they can't buy another mansion. All right, we're not greedy. All right.
Okay, so that raises this up by 2.
By 2, very good. All right, now the round ended, so we're going to move our little marker to 4. Each of us are going to collect our income. This is going to pass over to Carmen. So I am now going to collect 5 money. So I'm going to grab a 5er from up here.
Wow, I still only get 2 money.
Well, some of us are busy making monies. And then also one other thing. I know I'm forgetting something for some reason. So I passed that over to you. We collected money. Oh, take these little markers off. This goes away. That's what I was thinking, I believe.
Okay.
And then get our little markers back.
Okay.
Now, I don't lose this one because I haven't used it yet, but I do have to use it before this generation is up. Otherwise, I don't get to take it with me to Generation 3. So, all right, Carmen, you are first player. What you up to? What's up, little pup?
Well,
it's all open for you.
What do I want to do?
So,
you gotta look at my thing.
I want to get him first, I think. Then.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So this person has no occupation.
Yeah, I've had that before.
I guess it doesn't really matter which one I do.
They're just a pretty face.
Okay, so I will get married.
All right.
I gain 1 money. And 2 face-up friends and the yellow thing.
All right. Good job. That was a good... And then a kiddo. Got to get your baby.
Oh, yeah. I'll get the baby then and get my friends.
Oh, yeah.
It's a boy.
You like having boys.
So I have 1, 2, 3 boys and 2 girls to marry. So
all right. So I, too, am going to arrange a marriage. So this will just be an arranged... Or, no, I'm sorry. This will be an actual marriage. So I'm going to marry this old boy
1, 2,
to
3,
her.
4, 5.
What did you do wrong? So that's going to cost me 3 money to do that. Carmen's still trying to figure out what she did. Oh, you're looking at your little bonus card at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it says I would get 2 2 victory points for each other, whatever nationality that is. I don't know what it is in your family, which I don't have that, unfortunately.
Oh,
so
are these all guys? They're all guys that are out right now.
Also, I will now increase my money up again, so I'm up to 6, plus we will do the baby thing. So, all right, another girl. My goodness, more girls. I always have girls over here. Well, except for these 3 boys here in a row, but we'll just... All right, Carmen, back at you. What you going to do? Yeah, are they all guys?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that's a dude. That is a dude. That's a fat, ugly dude. Ooh, I want Roger. Oh, totally, I would marry Roger. He's a handsome chap. Ooh, he's got a lot of good stuff, too.
He does.
So what did you do? How are you getting them? Oh, was you still collecting?
Yeah, you just skipped right over me.
My God, Carmen, you're slow. Well, it is your turn, so...
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I need money, but I can't get money till
you can borrow money from friends.
I could borrow
if you place
money.
here, you get 2 for free, or you can decide to take 3 at the cost of a victory point from the main board, or you can get 4 money, but it'll cost you a friend and a victory point. I think it's funny you could lose a friend over it.
Okay, well, let's see. I think that I'll contribute to the community, which will cost me 2 money. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That'll cost me a money bag. I don't want to do that one. Well, shoot.
No, the other one in the middle doesn't cost you a money bag. The banquet.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I really want to. Wait, those are 2 face-down friends. That could be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, I don't have any money. I need money. I really do. How am I going to get money?
This would get you money.
Ooh, good point. Thank you.
Do that instead. It cost you 4. So put your little thingy there. It cost you 4 and 2 friends. You got 2 friends to sacrifice and 4 money?
Probably not, but I'll do it anyway.
Okay, then you get 1 face-down friend as well.
Oh, yay.
And you get to move 2 up on your prestige track. And then who are you going to assign this title to? You just want to put it there?
2. Sure.
Okay. And then there's your face-down friend. But did you already sacrifice your...
No, I got to sacrifice 2 friends before I see this one.
Right.
Okay. Let's see what I got.
All right. So while she is doing that, let's see. I can't marry again yet. I have to wait on that. So I could try to have more children by visiting the fertility doctor, but I'd have to lose this guy, and that would be kind of pointless, wouldn't it? I've only got 2 money, unfortunately, and that's not that much. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. None of these options are all that great. I think I'm going to have to get some friends is what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to socialize. All right, so if I pay 0, I get to gain 1 face-up friend. If I pay 1, I get 2. If I pay 2, I get 3. But there's a trick to this, all right? So I am going to just pay 1. Now the thing about it is, and I'm just going to take these 2. There can't be 1 just left, okay? Whenever you take, if there's 3 and you take 2, you got to take the 3rd one, all right? So that's why I just paid 1. I knew I'd get them all anyways. So, and then you replace all of these out again. So, all right, Carmen, it is back at you again.
I can't decide my friends I'm sacrificing. I've been doing that this whole time.
Well, it's your turn to make a decision on something now. So,
okay. So
we have more options now.
I don't need more babies at the moment.
To be able to marry. Ooh, that's actually not too shabby. I like that ability. That could help me avoid the complications.
I've got only 2 money, so I think I'll arrange a marriage with this girl.
I hope.
Okay, so I'm going to arrange a marriage. There we go.
All right. So, all right, you arranged it. All right.
Yes.
Okay. And then for me, I am going to do a venture. So that's going to cost me 1 friend to be able to do that. And I think we are going to sacrifice... man, oh man, oh man. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to get rid of this one. So, all right. Okay. So basically what I do is I just take the top card. And now I've just got bonus victory points I could possibly gain at the end of the game. So I have to have at least 2 of that type of profession in your family. Pay blank, blank, blank. Reward. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So this is just something that once this happens, I pay that money, and then I'm going to get this benefit right away. So that's pretty sweet. All right, cool. Okay, fantastic. So I already have 1 of them. I just need 1 more. So, okay, Carmen, back at you. What action you taking?
I'm done.
And I'm done too.
Okay.
So let's move this to round 5. Each of us collect our income, which I collect 6 money now. So 5 and 6.
I still only get 2.
Yeah,
I am so
killing
poor.
you on the money, ain't I? Okay, and I believe you're first player this time, right? So.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh no, they don't grow up yet. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do now. Boy.
I really need to get this guy married. That would do it right there. And then that would make this happen too. Because I would have at least 2 of them in the family. I'd pay 1 money to the bank. Reward, I would get 3 victory points, draw 10 of them, and I would keep all of the artists and discard all the others. So it could be really big. Plus, I've already got him, which if you notice, it says I get to take a friend for each other of them in there. So, yeah, this is the next dude I need to marry. Not a handsome fella, but you're going to learn to love him.
I'm going to ask friends for money.
All right, so she's doing this right here. So how much are you going to ask for? Go for 4, dude. Go for 4. Go for 4.
Whoa. Let me look at the guys. How many girls do I have to marry off? I only have 2 girls.
Yeah, you sure do.
So I could get rid of a guy, actually, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like these guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll get rid of this dude.
All right, so...
I'll ask for 4.
Yay!
So I'm going to lose 1...
On the victory point track.
No, oh, yeah, on the victory point track.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I lose a friend. In the end, you will know. Okay, and I get 4 monies.
So I'm going to do a marriage. We're going to marry this dude to her right there. Okay, so... excuse me. All right, a few things just happened here. First off, we've got a marriage. That is going to cost me 4 money, so let's just take care of that quick. So we're going to put the 5er up there. Give me a 1er. Thank you. All right.
These are
now,
I'm trying to fix them.
I increased my money and my prestige up. So, bam, look at me. I'm like old man Moneybags, up to 7. What are you up to again, Carmen?
I am having lots of kids, thank you very much.
Y'all, that's why you're going to stay poor. Now, I also says it take 1 friend for each other, whatever nationality this is, in your family. I've got 1 other there, so I get to take 1 of these characters here. So I've got boys and 3 boys, so I kind of need some females. Oh, saucy. I might take Rose. Rose is actually pretty good. I'm taking her. All right, so now I'm going to fulfill this little venture. It says I have to have at least 2 artists in your family. I pay 1 money to the bank. I have an artist here. I have an artist there. I want to pay my 1 money to the bank. Now it says reward. I get 3 victory points. So let's get those. 1, 2, 3. And it says I get to draw 10 friends, and I get to keep all artists and discard all the other ones. So this goes away. So let's see if not an artist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow.
What are you doing?
9. If you'd have been paying attention. 10. Lost them all. I didn't get a single artist out of that. I fulfilled that thingy.
Okay.
What are you doing? I've been over here doing nothing.
Drinking my Coke.
All right. So, plus I should have my baby. So, let's have the baby. And another girl. All right. So, 2 girls and 3 boys. Not too shabby. All right. Carmen, back at you. What are you doing?
I'm going to arrange a marriage.
Uh-huh.
With this handsome, eligible fellow.
Uh-huh.
He's going to marry my surprise twin.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, wait. He's not going to marry her yet. She's still a child. He's going to go upside down at the moment.
That dude's good, though. I mean, that's a heck of a marriage. I'm going to see a fertility doctor. So we're going to place this right there. It's going to cost me 2 money and 1 friend. So 2 money, and 1 friend. So we will get rid of this one. Okay. So draw 1. And it is a complication. I've already had 1. Not going to happen. So you can't have 2 at the same generation. So a girl again.
I'm just glad you're drawing the complications.
No joke. Ooh, what is he? He is healthy.
Why are you getting 2?
Nice. Because I visited. Will you pay attention to what I'm doing?
Oh, you went to the fertility doctor.
Yes. Yes. Look at all my babies. My babies. Okay.
I'm
so
jealous of all the babies.
So that's it for me. And Carmen, are you done too?
That's it for me too.
Okay. So we are now going to go to round 6. We're going into our 3rd generation. So very first thing, let's collect our money. So I'm going to collect 7 monies.
2.
Wow.
I'm so poor.
You are poor. Like in real life. Now we're going to score victory points based upon what on our track. So I'm going to score 4 more victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now we score victory points based upon the number of our children. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I also get 7.
No joke, really. So that's going to put me at 21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because
All
the
right.
arranged marriages count as children.
Yes, they do. Okay, now all of our children grow up.
Yay!
So now if you notice, my little brave boy grew up and got me a victory
my gossip
point.
queen's going to get me some friends.
Now Carmen's going to have marriages that are going to trigger as well. So he's healthy. So each time you draw a baby for him, ignore the complication cards. So that's pretty sweet. So let's flip them over. 1 more. Okay, now all my babies have grown up.
All right.
Now, arranged marriages.
My first marriage, I already got my money for her. I gain this yellow thing if I have another Prussian, which I do. And then she gets 2 face-up friends, which I should have activated him first. Shoot.
Well, you can go back. I don't really care if you want to. It's no big deal. Just put your yellow disc back, and then you can activate him in any order.
I'll activate him first here. I'll put the money back for her too. I have to spend 6 money.
Yep.
He's expensive. Okay. Then he moves my money bags up by 2. And he moves this up by 2. This generation, each time you have to take a face-up friend, you may draw 1 instead.
Okay.
So now I'll go over.
No. Now you're going to have a baby for him.
Oh, I have a baby for him. And he had a daughter.
Okay. Now you'll go over here, collect your 1 money.
1 money. The yellow thingy. Because I do have another. Okay.
Now you get your 2 friends.
2 friends.
But you can trigger his ability, right?
Yes. So let me see what kind of friends I need. Because I have... Oh, wait. She needs to have a kid. So.
Yep.
Whoop. And a boy.
You haven't had a single complication.
Aha!
I have had 3 already in this game.
All right. So what kind of friends do I need? I've got to marry off 2 boys and a girl.
3 men and a baby.
So I need girls. Those are all guys.
All guys. Just draw from here. There you go. All right. So now we also get our marker. So each of us is going to get a secret marker. So let's put a red one in there.
Secret. It's a secret.
I'm just going to drop one in your hand. We're looking at each other.
Orange.
I got yellow. Okay. All right. I'm going to plug the charger in the side of this camera. And I believe that you're first player. So let me get my little thingy off of there. And my little thingy off of there.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. All right. So Carmen, you're up. Oh. Replace these. Sorry.
Yep.
This is last generation.
I was just looking at these. Okay. There we go. Now, let me check my goal.
I have to plug in the cord on the side of the camera anyways. There we go. All right. So my goal, my main goal, I need to make sure happens is I need to have that many people right there. See that? That's kind of important. So I'm going to have to focus on that. Seems how I'm a little behind on that. All right. So Carmen, what are you doing, hon? I have hardly no titles or mansions or anything. Kind of shocking.
I'm going to do... Well, hold on. That's a venture. That's contribute or title. Title's not giving me any money bags. I really need money bags.
That's what you get for having all them boys.
He'll give me a money bag. So I'll just go ahead and marry him off to my gossip queen. So I will marry.
Okay.
I'm running out of room for my kiddos here.
All right. So that costs 4 money.
Oh my gosh, no money.
So increase your money bags and your prestige by 1. All right. Okay. And he says draw 1 mission card and put it under your patron card. So, okay.
Nice.
Now what that did for her is it means basically she's going to be able to trigger one of these 2 down here with that mission card. All right. So one of these 2, either one that she wants to, she could trigger, which hers is different than mine. It always is. So. All right, so let's see. I've got plenty of money. I am thinking possibly...
I needed a baby.
Yep. Did you get a complication?
I did.
Oh, so she now has to decide, does she lose the mother or does she lose the baby? And that's tough.
I will lose the mother.
So that means that the complication... Nope, keep the complication here. That way you know you're not going to get any more. Then she gets to draw again, and she keeps that child. But unfortunately, he is a widow now. He lost his wife. Yep. All right. So I am thinking I wouldn't mind maybe getting some titles. Maybe get some mansions or I don't really need these so much. Maybe even some of this up over here. These are all pretty good, to be honest with you. So, I am thinking possibly let's do this one right here. This is a good idea, don't you think, given my little thingamabob? So this is going to cost me 5 money. So first off, we might want to put our little thingy over there. And let's spend the money. We've got the money for it, so that ain't a big deal. I'm going to get 2 victory points, so let's get those. So 1, 2. Now I'm going to get 3 friends that I get to draw off the top. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then we just basically attach this title to anybody, so I'll put it there. All right, Carmen, what are you doing?
I'm going to do another marriage. She's going to marry this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That is already married. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting myself confused.
I know.
I get 1 money for that.
Uh-huh.
I get a friend and a prestige.
So you take 1 friend.
Gain...
And don't...
Shoot, I did it out of order. Thought I was gonna get the I thought I was gonna get this blue, the light blue thing.
You would need to have another English, a British, and you don't have another one down, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. Well, don't forget, you can draw from the top of the deck or take any of the face-up ones because of that one guy's ability.
Right. So I've got a boy to marry off still. Those are all boys. Wow. So, yeah, I will take it from the top of the deck.
Okay.
Which is another boy.
And then you need to draw your baby, I believe.
Yes, I do.
And you can't get another complication.
Another boy.
All right.
Wow.
So, I, too, am going to marry, and my son is going to marry Rowena, the heiress of bankrupted family. So, not bad, and I'll tell you why. So, let's scoot these guys on down over here a little bit. And let's put that. Okay. So, here's what happens. First off, I married her to him because he's healthy. So basically it says he can never get a complication. I'm sorry about the glare, guys. But the reason I chose her, first off, she's going to give me 1 money. So let's grab the money for that. So that's the whole reason I really wanted her. But on top of that, I get a friend. I get to raise my prestige up 1. So boom. We get a friend. So let's grab as a friend. Do I have any other physicians out? I don't have any physicians, so he's not going to be helpful. That nationality's not going to be helpful. I don't know why that would really matter. I'm going to take this dude. Okay, so anyways, now it says I gain a green pawn if I have another one of this nationality in my family, which I do. I got a bunch of them. So, boom, grab a green pawn as well. All right, and now let's have our baby. Now, don't forget I'm healthy, so I can't have any complications. So, that's good. So, floop, place that right there. So, all right, Carmen, up to you, sweetheart.
Wow, this is a tough decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know that increasing my income is really worth getting rid of 2 friends at this point. I only have 2 money. If I increase my income, that'll give me 1 more money. How many times? Twice? That's it, right? Or 3 times?
A lady.
How many more times are we getting our income? Is it 3 times?
We're going to get it 1, 2 times. Or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3 times,
3
yes.
3 times, so that'll end up giving me 3 money. Which, if I ask my friends for money, it's going to give me 3 money. So it's really the same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. And if I ask my friends for money, it does not cost me. I'll just do it again. Well, this is annoying. To acquire a title, I would need to spend 4 money. I'm too indecisive.
Really? Didn't notice.
Think I will. I'll do it. I'll initiate a venture, get rid of these 2 friends, and 1 prestige.
Okay.
And that gives me 1 money bag.
Yes, it does.
And I will put it under Olga.
Olga. All right. So I am going to marry again, and I'm going to marry her. This is Joanne, the builder's daughter. So she is going to get 2 money for me. So let's grab that money. She's going to allow me to gain a friend, which we're going to take this guy here. And I get the orange thingy, so we're going to grab the orange thingy. All right, and we're going to team her up. We'll just go right here. It doesn't matter. So now they're going to have a baby. So let's see what the baby is. A little girl. That's so beautiful. Okay, so back at you, Carmen.
I have nothing left to do.
Did you just go, I think you did. Okay.
Oh, you make noises all the time.
I never make noises, man.
I said, I have nothing left to do.
You're always lying. Lies. So let's see. I am wondering if I really want to get another title, but I can't do that yet, unfortunately.
Can't do that.
I just said that. So I am going to go for a mansion, though. So that's going to cost me 1 friend and 3 money. They're all jealous of my big mansion. So I don't like the fact of losing a friend, but it's just going to have to be.
Yeah, I don't think initiating that venture was really smart for me because I had to pay a prestige for it. But
okay, let's just put that up there. All right, so anyways, so I got a mansion, so that's going to increase this by 2. So floop, floop. And let's just give them a mansion to go with their baby. Okay, so now I can't use this one because Carmen already took that space. So that would be it for me this round.
Okay,
so yep, those all go away. I'm going to take these 2 back, put them there. We're going to move this little marker up. I will be first player. And now we each get our money again, which I get 7 money again. So 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So now what do I want to do? Man, I've got so many cool options here. Man, oh man. Okay. What do I want to do? I think I want to marry her. That's what I'm thinking I would like to do. Not a bad-looking woman. Plus, she's the professor's daughter. So let's marry her. So let's put our little marker here. Let's marry this woman. So let's place her down. She's going to get us 2 money. So let's get her money. Now, I get a friend. So that means I take both of them because you never can leave one. And I move up my thingamabob by 1. Plus, let's get another baby. It's your babies. Don Juan, take 1 female. So he immediately would get a female as soon as he became an adult. He's so handsome.
Okay. I'm going to marry somebody off again. This dude's going to marry Cindy, the maid of honor. She gives me 3 money. Yay, money. She gives me a friend and plus 2 on this track. So let's see what kind of friend I want.
You got a friend in me.
Okay.
There's so many friends up there.
I don't think I can really use any of them, to be honest. So I don't think it really matters. Let's see, what do you need? You need men's. I should take one of the men.
I got all men in my hands, so yes.
Whatever.
That's really gonna... You want to look at him? Think I'm lying? Think I filled this game table full of lies?
She gave me 2 on the track. I don't think I explained it because I have a contribution card in my family.
Oh, nice.
That's why. So I think that was this one. No, that's a title.
It doesn't matter. We're
contribution,
good.
It was the first one at the top there. So.
Okay, so are you all finished with your turn then?
She needs to have a kid. I forgot.
All right.
A girly girl.
All right, so I am going to do another marriage. And we're going to marry her to Juan, or Jan. That is Jan the doctor.
It's Jan the doctor?
I swear that's his name, Jan. Okay, so I get 1 money and also 1 prestige. So let's raise that. We're going to raise that. Now it says, I gain the blue disc if I and a victory point if I have another physician in your family. Bingo! So I gain this and a victory point. All right, and let's put him over here. And let's get themselves up babies. Yay, a baby girl. Cool. Carmen, back at you.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to decide if I just want to contribute to the... I'm going to...
So you're going to do this thingy over here?
I'm thinking I'm going to ask friends for money first.
Oh, okay.
So that I have enough money.
Totally. You should totally ask friends. Ask for 4 money.
You keep convincing me to ask for... Okay, I'm just going to ask for 2 money.
Oh, you wimp. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use my light pawn, and we are going to see a fertility doctor. So it's going to cost me 2 money, and it will cost me a friend. And I think, yeah, let's get rid of him. Okay. And we're going to draw for him because he's healthy. So I get to ignore complication cards. So 1, and then a second one. Oh, and she's special. She's got broad hips. So whenever she would be having children, which will never come to effect, given the fact that this is the end of the generations here, but she would get to avoid complication cards the same. So she got it from her father, obviously. So, all right, Carmen, back at you.
I'm going to contribute to the community with my special yellow
Okay.
card. That cost me 12 money and 3 money bags.
Okay. And
1,
you got
2,
9
3.
victory points. Oh, I hate that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. What did you do? The Park of Leisure?
Yeah.
Nice.
So who was going to... Roger the ship owner will do that.
Well, I wasn't really too sure about this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I have to lose 2 friends and a victory point, and I'm going to build this. So I don't know why. I really shouldn't do it, to be honest with you. I don't know who's a couple anymore. They're all starting to mingle together. What
you got going on over there?
We don't talk about it.
That's legal.
So let's see. Let's get rid of these 2. Okay. All right. So Carmen, back at you again.
I have no actions left.
Okay, so that would be it then. So now we're going into round 8. Let's collect our money, which I collect 9 money this time.
I'm poor again.
Got our little action markers here. All right, so I believe you're first player this time.
Okay, let's see what I can do. I do have enough rounds left to get this done. I do. I do believe in fairies. So I'm going to have a kid, I think.
You do that.
I'm wondering if I should use the fertility doctor or just go ahead and it costs a friend.
Okay, so that's going to cost you a friend and 2 money.
2 money and a friend. Friend goes here. And who's going to have these babies?
Can't have any complications. That's the good thing.
Go. And there we go.
All right. So I am going to socialize. So I'm going to spend 2 money. Floop. And I get to collect all 4 of these. Because I get to take 3, but you never leave 1 behind. So I take them all. So, Carmen, back at you.
Okay, I'm going to arrange a marriage. That'll be my last friend.
My last friend.
Okay, so he's going to marry this girl.
Ooh.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to see if I want to... Oh, man. I'm trying to see if I want to arrange any marriages. I don't need to arrange, but just make a marriage. That's not too shabby. I've still got, let me see, I got a boy here and 2 girls that I could still marry. Ooh. Yep, there we go. All right, so we are going to do a marriage. And we are going to marry her to one of the boys, whichever one. Boys, have at her. So, well, I just dropped her. So she gives me 2 money. All right. Plus, it says 2 victory points if you have at least 5 money bags, which I do. So that gives me 2 victory points. Okay. I get 2 friends. So I look up here, and I'm going to take her. And I'm going to take the ones that give me the most prestige. So I'll take her as well, which I don't think I can marry all of them. Anyways, all right, so anyways, plus we'll put her right there. Just slap them all top of each other. And now we get a baby. So let's draw our baby. Another complication? Ooh, actually. Sorry, Mama, you gotta go. Mama died. So I can now remarry that boy again. Plus now I've still got the kid. So, all right. So there we go, Carmen.
You put your kid upside down.
There we go. She grew. They grow so fast.
I've already used all my actions.
Which I've used all my actions as well. So let's remove this token.
That's mine. Threw it off to the side there.
Collect your money, which I get 9. I got all the monies.
All the money.
God, I do. I really do. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I'm first player this time. So right off the bat, I am going to socialize, and I want to spend 1 money. Let's see. And I'm going to take all 3 of them.
Okay.
So,
congratulations.
Yeah.
You made friends.
I sure did. I make friends all the time. I got friends in low places.
Okay.
So let's see.
I am also going to socialize. And I will take this girl here.
Okay. I think last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this thing right here. And I'm going to take this, which costs me 9 money, and plus I lose 2 money bags. So go down on 7. I've got plenty of money to cover this, so there's no sense in can't take it with you. So that's all the money. There we go. Just throw it up there. So this is going to give me 6 victory points. That's the only reason I took it, so we'll stick it onto them. So
you're making a mess, aren't you?
I got 1 hand, woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, back at you.
Okay, I'm going to arrange a marriage. And this scientist girl, Margaret the physician.
Margaret the physician.
Is going to marry one of my kiddos right over here. Okay.
All right, so that's it then, right? Okay. You have no more action markers, right?
Right.
Neither do I. Okay, so here's what happens. Very first thing, we're going to score victory points based upon whatever our current, which mine is only at 9. That is like the lowest I've had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mine's at 8.
Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Next, we're going to score, excuse me, victory points based upon how many children we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then how much did you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9.
Ooh, this is going to be close. All right, so now it's coming down to our little secret patron card. Mine, I got 9 victory points if I had at least 8 friends in my hand, which I do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got 9 if I have at least 7 children born during round 3.
You do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
But you had your other little red card.
Plus 2 for each marriage arranged with a scientist in 4. So
no!
That's 4 more points.
1, 2, 3, 4. You won!
Yes!
Good job! That was so close. I cannot believe that.
Awesome.
That is really awesome. I wish we got money for how many our victory points based on how much money we had left over at the end of the game. Jeez. Hey, hope that gave you guys a grand understanding on how this game works in real time. And hey, check out our quick review and we'll give you our opinion of the game. But I'm just going to tell you straight up, this is really awesome.
It's really cool. It's really unique, isn't it?
Super great game, Carmen. Fantastic. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Bye.